Remember 1, density of the liquid. Problem 5, remember 1, density of the liquid. Remember 1, density of the liquid. Remember 2, depth below the surface of the liquid. 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 Remember 3, surface area of the liquid. 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 Write the question. In which of the statement above, in which of the statement above, in which of the statement above will pressure be dependent? In which of the statement above will pressure be dependent? In which of the statement above is pressure be dependent? Pressure be dependent. Let's just write answer. We don't have time. Now, we all wrote yesterday that pressure is what? Rho Hg. Don't forget. Rho Hg. So pressure depends on density and what? And depth. So the answer is 1 and 2 only. Now, pressure for liquid does not depend on area. Don't say, sir, but pressure is force over area. No. So for liquid, pressure is independent on the area of the surface of the liquid. Next question, number 6. In the hydraulic press, in the hydraulic press, the force F applied, is related to the diameter D. The force F applied is related to the diameter D of the cylinder by the force F applied is related to the diameter D of the cylinder by option A, F proportional to D squared. That's option A. F proportional to D squared. Option B, F proportional to D. F proportional to D. Option C, F proportional to D raised power minus 1. That's 1 over D. And option D, F proportional to 1 over D squared. Pick one answer. Pick one answer. Think before you pick. Don't just pick rashly. Pick one answer. Ten seconds more. Pick one answer. Yes. By now you should have gotten an answer. If you pick answer to be A, raise your hand. Raise it very well. If your answer is B, raise your hand. Raise it now. B. What does that D represent in the question? Diameter, okay. Your answer is C, raise your hand. Your answer is D, raise your hand. Which law can I use to explain very fast? Okay. Task law. Class in Charles law. What do we have in Charles law? V proportional to TRE. Oh, yeah, right. What are we going to write? V1 over T1, V2 over T2, are we? This is direct relationship, right? V1 over T1. Or, so this one is you can see. For this one, you have something like this. So if I also rearrange them, I'm going to have something like, okay, there's no need to even rearrange. So if this is a constant, following Charles' law, if this is a constant, that means another way of writing Charles' law is this. V over T is constant. Do you remember? Are you sure? It's constant, Abby. Okay. Let's go back to the Pascal's law. In Pascal's law, you can tell what is constant in Pascal's law. Raise your hand. Pressure, my daughter, thank you. Pressure is constant. I mean, pressure is constant. So it's like we're having force over area. So if you cross imply, what are you going to have? Say, everybody, if you cross imply, force will now be what? PA1. What do you say is constant, class? You following, you know. So force will now be what? I can say K because it's a constant. That be what formula for area of anything? Pi R or mass students. Pi D squared over 4. Thank you, my dear. Pi D squared over 4. Look at it. So what's the relation between force and diameter now? Option, what is the answer? As all of you miss it, except 4 people. So that's it too. So you can see that there's some question you may think you know that you don't know. So analyze it very well. You know. That means another way of writing Pascal's law is to say that force, because pressure is constant, force is like proportional to A. That's the meaning. So that's it. You can say force 1 over area 1. This one coming down is constant. That's the meaning. Just like your Charles law. V proportional to T. T coming down, constant. So please don't forget to. These are under Pascal's law. So you can write notes. Pascal's law. Write everybody. Notes. Pascal's law can be expressed. Pascal's law can be expressed as force proportional to area. Pascal's law can be expressed as force proportional to area. Force proportional to area. That is force, let's put that one in bracket. That is F proportional to R squared. That's radius. Or F proportional to D squared. So that's another way of writing Pascal's law. Okay, we move to the next question. Question number what? 7. Find the pressure of the gas in the figure below. Find the pressure of the gas in the figure below. Find the pressure of the gas in the figure below. Find the pressure of the gas in the figure below. Apart from row 1, can we all adjust our share forward? All classes, including ground floor, apart from row 1. If we don't adjust, no admission until 2029. So adjust it very well. Adjust it so that latecomers can stay at the back. Want to avoid people staying, scattering everywhere today. Adjust it very well. No adjustments. No layaway. Draw. I want to remove this one, sir. Sorry. Sketch, we don't have time. Don't start looking for ruler or crayon. Eight centimeter. Atmospheric pressure. $760 mercury. Pressure of gas. Michael, please help me monitor. If you are around now, monitor the classes. I don't want class to be scattered. If students are going to be under canopy, just one screen. Adjust them very well. That is when the whole class at the ground floor is already filled. I want zero distraction this time. Zero. Okay, so pressure of the gas. Now, once this level is lower than this level, that means the pressure here is higher. That's the meaning. This one, they push more. As they push, this thing go down. This one, if you push well, so the thing, they go up. Just like a seesaw syndrome. So we have P gas is A plus H. But the answer is going to be in millimeter mercury. So guys, you can't add centimeter and millimeter. So you have to be careful of that. That's another question. So option A will be 768. But those are the two, anxious to pick an answer. So be careful. Dimensional homogeneity, the unit. So that's 760. And we're on a 10 millimeter make 1 centimeter. So I'll convert this guy to millimeter. That will be 8. So that's why it will be 840 millimeter mercury. That's the answer. Very simple. So you need to start changing mindset. Mindset of, if I say in diagram, I will just jump them. I hate diagram. No, you can't say that. Can't say that. For your first 4 questions in JAM may be diagrams. It happens. So if your mindset is, I don't like diagram, and you see the first 4, you'll be disturbed. In your exam, you will not be disturbed. You will score above 300. So it says that we've been praying for you. Serious praying. So key into all those prayers. You should be praying for yourself. They said there is fellowship today. Wait there and pray. Especially those of you who are Christians. But it's a lie. Some of you don't know that without God you can't pass very well. Cannot even pass, not even very well. So you need that God though. Some of you are stubborn. One day they told me, they said, sir, one boy told me, he said, sir, one boy in the hostel said he's an atheist that doesn't believe in God. I said, what? Adam's College hostel. A little from God like you just died. So believe God, you better pray very well. But all this one we are doing extra class, 5 p.m. yesterday, and we did 75 topics. And if God knows stamp on, I reckon we just do. We move to the next question. Number what now? Number 8. Number 8, classwork. A reservoir, a reservoir, a reservoir, 400-meter deep is filled with a liquid. A reservoir, 400-meter deep is filled with a liquid. Is filled with a liquid of density. Filled with a liquid of density 900 kilogram per meter cube. Of density 900 kilogram per meter cube. 900 kilogram per meter cube. Full stop. If the atmospheric pressure is 1.0 times 10 power 5 Newton per meter squared. If the atmospheric pressure is 1.0 times 10 power 5 Newton per meter squared. 1.0 times 10 power 5 Newton per meter squared. Comma. 1.0 times 10 power 5 Newton per meter squared. Comma. Find the pressure at the bottom of the reservoir. Find the pressure at the bottom of the reservoir. Find the pressure at the bottom of the reservoir. Find the pressure at the bottom of the reservoir. Classwork. We did something like that yesterday. Even today, self. Find the pressure at the bottom of the reservoir. Don't say I hate pressure. What am I given? Write it down. If you don't know what to do, they gave me H, write it. G na 10, constant. Write G, 10. They give atmospheric pressure, capital A. Write it down. So with that, answer will come out now. Pressure at the bottom. Pressure at the bottom of the reservoir. Class A plus rho Hg. Do you remember this formula? It's in your notes. Apply it. Do not be waiting for to write. Some of you write, but you don't remember some of the things you've written. So the one you have been taught, apply it. Class, today now we are given atmospheric pressure directly, Abby. We saw one similar question yesterday, but that one they gave us what? They gave us relative density of mercury. They gave us the something. So we have to use the formula rho Hg. Do we remember? So, but now they gave us in Newton per meter square. What's the value? What's density that they gave us? What's the depth? What's gravity? So this one gave us 1.0 times 10 power 5 plus what? 3.6 times 10 power 6. Now, we cannot add the two of them because one is power 5, one is power 6. So you have to make the power the same. We did something like that yesterday as well. You move this one, bam. So what will it become? 0.10 times what? 10 power 6 plus 3.6 times what? Add the two of them. What's the answer now? Newton per meter square. That's your answer. Let me see your answer. Yeah. Question number what now? Number 9. Look at the following statements. We make sure you are not keeping space for anyone. Exam is here. Don't do anything negative. Don't keep space. I've been saying all this one. Oh. We've been praying for you. Don't let your head deflect prayer. Because some of you are stubborn. Nothing can happen. What if something happens? You cannot. That means you are going to write them again. Lie, no go here. Whether the following statement about pressure in a liquid is correct. Whether the following statement about pressure in a liquid is correct. Whether the following about pressure in a liquid is correct. Whether the following about pressure in a liquid is correct. Option E, the pressure in a liquid increases with depth. 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 Option B, the higher the density of a liquid, the lower the pressure it exerts. The higher the density of a liquid, the lower the pressure it exerts. The higher the density of a liquid, the lower the pressure it exerts. The lower the pressure it exerts. The lower the pressure it exerts. Option C, pressure in a liquid acts only in a direction. Pressure in a liquid acts only in a direction perpendicular to the sides. Pressure in a liquid acts only in a direction perpendicular to the sides of the containing vessel. To the sides of the containing vessel. To the sides, SIDS, of the containing vessel. Then option D, pressure is independent of the acceleration due to gravity. Pressure is independent on the acceleration due to gravity. Pressure is independent on the acceleration due to gravity. Pressure is independent on the acceleration due to gravity. Class, once they give you a question like that and you are seeing many things that are confusing, just remember one formula. Pressure is what, everybody? What does that mean? Pressure is directly proportional to pressure increases with depth. This is depth. So is there any difference between depth and height? Yes. What is the depth? Depth is measured from the top. Height is measured from the ground. You don't say, Adams, how deep are you? No. Talk about the height of a man. That means if you are going to measure your height, you must not put a rule on your head and measure down. That's depth they are measuring. So they put a rule down and then extend it up. That's height of a man. You know. So if you are measuring the depth of a well, that means you start measuring from the top of that well down. That's depth. So pressure increases as you are going down. Pressure is increasing. You know. So that means pressure, depth, and height are like inverse in terms of value, in terms of measurement. But when you are solving question, you just put them like that. So pressure is proportional to density, pressure is proportional to depth, pressure is proportional to acceleration due to gravity. But check. So what's the answer, everybody? Very good. A. There's some students that say, the only thing I love in physics is calculation. Your exam is CPT. Out of 40, they can give you 30 non-calculation, 35 non-calculation, and only 5 calculation. But it's CPT. That's what I mean, as I've said every time. I'm a proponent of the fact that I love paper exam. So why? CPT does not guarantee, equal playing field. What does that mean? We're going to have different questions. And the question you are going to give to that one, maybe the question that he likes. And the one you are going to give me, maybe the one I don't like. And then, so by the time we all do it, that's why I like, not because that's not the reason why we are doing paper every time, but at least all of us do the same question. Let's know no book pass the right one. But giving me different question and you different question, if I get 75, you get 72. That does not mean I know book one and you, because my question and yours different. That's another thing. So, and that's where grace and mercy comes in. Anu. You just give it the one way you like. You just a smile. There was one Unilag post jam 1 year ago when they started CBT. There's some of it that are running away from lag. I don't know what's wrong with you. Maybe because of mass. Unilag is the easiest university to enter. Yes, easiest. And it's highly transparent. I'm talking. If you want me to talk, let me talk. So, why is it not the easiest? 246 Adam students enter Unilag this year. I was in their matric. The album is very big. And I didn't pay 5 naira for anyone. And I apparently did not pay money, but I know most of them. Medicine. This one, pharmacy, like that. I have it. Some of them came to even help me when we were doing mock last time. So it's not that maybe I'm lying for you. The fact that you didn't enter last year does not mean you cannot enter again. So changing your university to BUK, Bayero University Kano, does not make sense to me. And I tried Unilag last year, no enter. Make I go to Adamawa Polytechnic. What are you looking for? You want to leave school of first choice, the nation's pride, and go to one Jeko secondary school, glorified secondary school. Is that what you want to do? Try it again. You know, you can't compare lag with many schools. I'm sorry to say. I'm not saying you should change your school. But doing lag is the easiest to enter. Why? You're going to do post-jam. Maybe that's why some of you are running away. Many are running to LASU. Why? Ask them why. There's no post-jam. Does that mean you are lazy? Does that mean you don't have brain? Those who are going there, they are going to do exam. Transparent exam. What does that mean? They will calculate your jam score. Divide by 8. They look at your own level over something. And then they look at your post-jam. That's all. And if I score 75, if the cutoff mark is 72, I now have gained admission. Transparent. LASU does not have cutoff mark. I stand to be corrected. Somebody will get 255, he will study medicine. And when it's got 301, he cannot get medicine. So that one is that was transparency. But this one now transparency. The University of Lawrence today, they don't have cutoff mark. You write post-jam, and then where is the cutoff mark for medicine for this one? We can't find it. We just see lists. You know, there's not so in Unilag there is transparency. You know, once I get this, the reason why people could not get admission last year and 2 years ago was because they combined many sets. You know, together. 2 different years they enter at the time. So they compress the number, they reduce the number. Even though I did JUPEP, they didn't give them admission. I have a son who has 16 points in JUPEP. He's still in jam class here. 16. You know, because they have quota for medicine. And they gave me another course, said, never can I come and do JUPEP, get 16 points and can I come and do anatomy or physiology. What will I use it for? So he said I was not going to do, but that's why I said, this is your chance you have. Why? There's no set waiting in Unilag. You are the only set. And because you are the only set, what will happen? Cut-off mark will go down. There's no, we are waiting, we are picking 10 here, we are picking 15 here, we are picking 20 here. So cut-off mark will go down. So if you can work very hard, you enter easily. And not only Unilag, many schools, there is no set waiting. All the say that are waiting before, ASU strike and all that, they've all entered. So you are just one set entering school. So a serious boy or girl now will read as if you are going to die. That's why I'm worried now. There are some Muslim students who have not returned from Easter break. And they are in the hostel. And I taught 5 topics yesterday with all my life. I finished teaching, my legs were aching me. Pains everywhere. Yeah, 5 topics. We saw 43 questions, 43 physics, 50 chemistry. And there are some students who are not around. I was trying to find out whether my praise in Wolise has come. She has not returned. And we did 5 topics. And people like that can't be missing class because they just have to enter school now. Who now say Adams has not tried? Nobody can say that. No. So it's very easy to just enter school once you can pay the price now. Many have not come now. And they asked the father of one of the students, another will be coming back tomorrow, which is today. And they say, sir, why? Where is she? She went for Easter break. Easter break. And we have done 5 topics yesterday. They are going to do biology today now. They are not going to be around. They will not come on Friday when we have done many topics. And there are some Christians who refuse to go. Amos around. Okay. I was so engineering student and you didn't adjust your seat at all. That I should do it now. That was the information they gave me. So do it. Especially after the first seat. The other one, just adjust small like that. To have extra 10 score to your jam score. Extra 10. Extra 10. So better sit down. Number 10. There's some Christian I didn't go home during the Easter. They stay in the hostel. They read. Some Muslims have not come back for Easter. Number 10 now. The pressure in a liquid. The pressure in a liquid. Option A is the same at all points in the liquid. Is the same. Question A. Option A rather. Is the same at all points in liquid. Is the same at all points in the liquid. The pressure in the liquid, option A, is the same at all points in the liquid. Option B, decreases with depth. Decreases with depth. Decreases with depth. Decreases with depth. Option C, is the same in all directions. Is the same in all directions at a given point. Is the same in all directions at a given point. Option D is equal to the atmospheric pressure. Is equal to the atmospheric pressure. I gave you those things yesterday. We look at the synoptic note I gave you. Pressure in a liquid, characteristics, I gave you 5. Number 1, pressure prior to age, that's increased with depth. Number 2, pressure prior to density. Pressure acts equally in all directions. Pressure at the same level of a liquid is the same. Pressure is independent on the area of cross-section of the tube. So with that, what's the answer? I can't hear you. Pressure is the same in all directions. Are you sure? A, pressure is the same at all points in the liquid. Are you sure? Pressure is the same at all points in the liquid. That means if you have liquid like this now, liquid there here now, then pressure here equals the pressure here, equals the pressure here, equals the pressure here. Pressure for depth, for below, is the same as pressure here. Is that what you are saying? Then read it now. Why are you now saying A? Option A says pressure is the same at all points. A point here, a point down, they are the same. Is that correct? So A is wrong. Is B correct? Is C correct? Pressure is the same. What does that mean? Pressure acts equally in all. So because they remove equally now, they put same. You are confused. So we are through with that topic. You know what we have done now? We have finished topic 10. We have done 100 likely questions for JAM, for physics. By God's grace, now we are starting topic 11. So be reading those things. Some people don't have notes. By God's grace, when I come later today, do you know what we'll be talking about? Topic 12. That's temperature. We're going to eat. So we'll just take a few more before the mosque comes in. So through that address now. Tosin, where's Tosin? Pressure is clear now. Good. Full address. So density, mass over volume. So mass is rho V. Then eating of liquid. When you eat liquid, what happens? Rho 1 V1 equals rho 2 V2. Then density of mixture. Rho A VA plus rho B BB. That type of note that is easy to read now. Start carrying big textbook and be reading. It's when you are trying to check a point that is confused. RD of liquid. M minus M1, M1 minus M2, or M2 minus M1. You don't need to cram this formula and drop any formula for it. Hydrometer. Class, hydrometer is used for measuring what? For measuring relative density. There's another old name for relative density. What is that? Specific gravity. That's the old name. You may see that in textbook. Specific gravity means relative density. Hydrometer is used for measuring relative density, or what we call specific gravity. Density bottle. What do we use it for? Measuring relative density of powdery substances. Powdery substances. The summary of Archimedes' principle is what? Upthrust is weight loss. Abi? When a body is partially or what? Wholly immersed in a liquid, it experiences an upthrust, which is equal to the weight of liquid. So upthrust is weight of liquid displayed. That's Archimedes' principle. Archimedes' principle. So upthrust now weight loss. Upthrust now weight loss. Upthrust is the rho L V naught G. Then tension is always W minus U. That's another one we call principle of flotation. So principle of flotation is all about what? When a body is floating, for a floating body, the weight of the body equals upthrust. That's it. Weight now upthrust. And lastly, density of liquid now density of objects. So that's all about that topic. Very simple. Topic 11. Done and dusty. Density is mass over volume. Because when you apply, mass is rho V. Heating of liquid. So I have rho 1 V1 is rho 2 V2. Density of mixture. Rho A VA plus rho B VB over VA plus VB. That's density of mixture. Relative density of liquid. M2 minus M1. That formula can be readjusted to accommodate many formulas. Can be upthrust in liquid over upthrust in water. Loss of mass in water, in liquid over loss of mass in water. Density of liquid over density of water. We see a lot of examples. Hydrometer is used for measuring relative density or specific gravity. Density bottle, measure RD of powdery substances. What is upthrust? Weight of liquid displays. That is Archimedes' principle. Upthrust is weight loss. And the major formula upthrust is rho L V naught G. Can't see. Sorry for your code. Ofe, you didn't come to class yesterday. Let's go. Question 1. Are you true? No time. We waste time. You will not fail, amen? Just keep trying. Question 1. A piece of iron weighs 400 Newton in air. A piece of iron weighs 400 Newton in air. 400 Newton in air. And 250 Newton in water. And 250 Newton in water. And 250 Newton in water. Full stop. Calculate the density of the iron. If they want to cite your teacher, let me know. Calculate the density of the iron. Calculate the density of the iron. The density of the iron. In bracket, density of water. Density of water equals 1,000 kilogram per meter cube. Density of water equals 1,000 kilogram per meter cube. Density of water equals 1,000 kilogram per meter cube. Class, what's another word for upthrust? Loss of weight, weight loss, weight loss. How much weight do I have in air in that question? How much weight? I can't hear. Oh. How much weight do I have in water? From there, can I find weight loss? That's the first thing to do. Up thrust, now weight loss. Loss of weight. I weigh how much for air? 400. How much for inside water? 250. What's the weight loss? 150 Newton. That's your up thrust. Have you now? Class, who know the formula for up thrust? Only one formula. Only one. Rho VG. Rho VG. Rho L, V naught and G. 150. So what is rho L? Density of the liquid. You know, what's that density of the liquid? Is it 1,000? 1,000. Volume of object, we don't know. Gravity in core, we don't know. Equals 150. Gravity at 10, that one we know. So that will be 10,000. 10,000 V naught is 150. So our V naught to be what? 150 over 10,000. V naught will now be 0. What? 0.15. Abi? Are you sure? Can also put it in standard form. Where is Sarah Kinney? She has not returned. I won't give up on it. Any of you, I will never give up. We will all enter school. Amen. So work hard. Take away. One, two. One, two. Right. A piece of cork floats in a liquid. A piece of cork, C-O-R-K, floats in a liquid. Floats in a liquid. Floats in a liquid. Full stop. What fraction of its volume? What fraction of its volume will be mass in the liquid? What fraction of its volume will be mass in the liquid? Okay, what fraction of its volume? What fraction of its volume? One, two. What fraction of its volume will be mass in a liquid? In brackets, right, quickly. Density of water equals 1,000. Sorry, density of the liquid equals 1,000. A piece of cork floats in a liquid. What fraction of its volume will be in mass in a liquid? In brackets, density of liquid equals 1,000 kilogram per meter cube. Density of the cork. Density of the cork equals 250 kilogram per meter cube. 250 kilogram per meter cube. Now, we've done something like this before during revision. I don't know whether some of you remember. What they asked you to find? I can't hear you. What fraction of the mass were? So, if they're asking for fraction, the smartest method is, now, cork will float in water. Class, can iron float in water? Why? Because iron is denser than, but Mr. Cork is less dense than. When you are floating, does not mean all your body must be on top. You can be floating like this. You are still floating. If there is the water now, you are still floating. You are no longer floating when you are here, or when you are submerged totally. So as part of your body is still on top, you are floating. So floating fraction, you're asking for fraction that is floating. Floating fraction, that will be density of the cork all over density of the water. Oh yeah, how much is density of the cork? How much? 250. What of the water? It should have been liquid anyway. Liquid. Because no water they will give me every time. 1/4. That's what they're asking for. Fraction. Fraction floating. Floating fraction. When I want to say we should calculate density, but we only found volume. Which one is that? It's calculate the volume, not density. Oh, sorry. Calculate the volume, not density. Volume. Yeah, so that I can be prepared for biology. So let me just stop here so that we don't start adjusting when your child comes. If no clapping, I've told you don't clap for me. That's instruction. Obey simple instruction. Listen, all of you in the class, if we will see you with a phone, we will never give you the phone until after jam. And I'm solving questions on my phone. We won't listen. I'm reading, what is that English textbook that you go are reading? I'm not going to listen to you. So don't use phone between now and exam day. JJ. If you don't want that route, then you have to go online. I want zero tolerance for distraction. I must not see you around, just playing around. No, not from now till exam day. You know, you bring today, I must not come to school one day, then see you in front of the school, just talking and talking early in the morning. Never. We stopped, the normal conventional prep yesterday because we finished late. Today there will be prep because there's no afternoon class. There's school fellowship today. You don't go and be playing. I know some of you played throughout yesterday. Why? They said there is no prep. I've told the HOH now to give me a list of students who are on serious in the hostel, for boys and the girls. Help me write their names. But this is not the time for anybody to be playing. It's time for everybody to show seriousness. Everybody.
One, two.